Audycje dłuższe do telewizjonnej rewolucji Kevin i Olivia na blogosphere. The international phenomenon. Attack of the Show.
Don't go to callbacks off of Craigslist. Don't do it. Hey everybody, welcome to Attack of the Show! TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. My name is Kevin Brewer.
Ding, ding, ding. I'm Olivia Munn, and we are coming to you live from the G4 studios right here in Los Angeles.
It sounds like we're at a pit fight. Someone's wearing flip-flops.
Cheer me.
Way to dress it up for work, Jeremy. Really professional. That is epic footwear. Yeah, class up the joint.
He's like, what, man? Why'd I come to California to work?
Yeah,
I can't wear
whatever.
flip-flops to work.
Sun's out, bro. If you're a first-time viewer, hi. It was nice having you for that 5 seconds. Congratulations and welcome. You have actually landed in the month of Epic April, which is a much better time to tune in than Suckyuary.
Yes. Or Mediocre May.
I thought Mediocre May was
Which actually,
okay.
it's actually coming up. So stick around, because that's going to be many awesomeness May. So just yesterday, in Epic April, began yesterday, we showed off the new iPad, which, I don't know, was everyone really impressed with it, but I wanted one really bad. And, well, basically, in all its glory, it was there. And then we destroyed the robots who were squatting on our set.
Yes, we did. Finally.
And the iPad, we gave it away. Why? I don't know why, but we gave it away to one of you guys, and we are going to reveal who actually won that iPad later in the show. And also,
Wait, there's more?
there's more, because it's epic. See over there where we destroyed the robots? Well, now we're going to show you guys some new set pieces from a galaxy far, far away.
That's right. But let's get started. Let's get to it. What do we have today coming up in addition to everything you just said? Go. On the show today,
Blair Butler, she's going to head to San Francisco for WonderCon to find out what's up with our TV and movie screens. She'll talk to Jake Gyllenhaal and Nick Cage about the biggest upcoming titles like Prince of Persia. Then it's TV Tuesday, and that means Chris Gore is here again with the new gifts for Bad Lieutenant and the Blu-ray box set of The Lord of the Rings. Gore just might stick around long enough for an epic Lord of the Rings giveaway.
wait a minute. I thought he was. What do you mean might? I thought we were giving away some Lord of the Rings stuff.
And then Chris Gore hangs around to give you guys Lord of the Rings.
I guess I'll stick around.
You have to. It's a show for an hour.
It's contractually obligated. Plus, yes, the robots are gone, but what will take their place on the set? Thank you. How about some big-ass chunks of Carbonite with your favorite cable television darlings inside? Find out how he got out alive and what these things look like. And Rod Roddenberry will join us live in studio to give us some exclusive news about his comic Days Missing and to talk about his new documentary, Trek Nation. We mentioned earlier that there will be some new set pieces, but there's a crazy new thing going on here. It looks like internets are happening here. It's our new Twitter wall.
It's a Twitter wall. Twitter wall. Look at that. Live Twitters coming through. Now, if you guys send us a tweet with hashtag, now you hashtag it Epic April. We're gonna trend this right here. It will show up here on our wall, and then Ken and I will respond to it. Let's see one. What do you see?
Nacho P says, "Is this thing on?" Yes, interactivity. We did it.
Yes,
we did it.
Asuka Win. We're his favorite show.
What's up, Rick Sanchez? Yeah, we can do this too.
Wait, what's watching at AOTS? Wow.
That's so meta. Someone's watching us, and we're watching him talk about watching us. Oh my God.
I like it. Cryptic Mineral, one small step for mankind, one giant leap for nerdkind. Huh?
What's crazy, the time it takes to filter out all the ASCII penises that are actually being drawn right now, it takes a long while. So you're going to see them slowly trickle in throughout the show. But let's get to the show. Let's give people something to watch.
I love at AOTS. Olivia Munn is so funny looking.
Oh, you are. You're really, really awkward at times.
Well, guess what, L555 Studio? That hurt my feelings.
He did it! No, it's great. We didn't think you had feelings. This is fantastic. It's a big day. Let's go around the net. Celebrate.
this is common knowledge, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it again. Rollerbladers don't really have an easy life. Kevin knows this.
Well, I was an aggressive inliner. There's a distinct difference. But yes, you're right. You're right.
So, rollerbladers or aggressive inliners, is that what you call it?
Two different beasts, but okay.
Okay. Well, they don't have an easy life because they're even actually behind hopscotch on the list of like outdoor activities.
Yeah, ones that are cool. Yeah. And when they put on their fancy town roller skating things, stuff like this happens.
One more. Please, one more.
Do it again.
One more.
Do it again.
That happened.
It's important to know when you take two things that suck, like tennis and rollerblading, they can actually make an epic win together. It's a beautiful marriage.
It's an around-the-net miracle.
It's actually sort of an on-the-net miracle if you think about it. You know what I'm saying there?
Let's see what they thought about that.
Because you hit the net, and Kay Pereira is the best host in television. Thanks, guys. That's fantastic.
That.
Hey, today's number 4 comes from Derek Waters' beloved and educational series, Drunk History. Now, in each episode, Derek gets a narrator, wicked drunk, and has them try to remember stuff about history.
Today's lesson is brought to you by John C. Reilly, Crispin Glover, and a bottle of absinthe. If you think you know everything about Nikola Tesla and his rival Thomas Edison, well then, think again.
So Edison didn't like the idea of alternating current because he owned all the patents on direct current. Alternating current was the only... Too drunk. And so he started this campaign to prove that alternating current was like the worst current you could use. What he did is he began to like publicly electrocute animals. He was like taking like sheep and being like, look what happens when the sheep touches the alternating current. Oh, it gets electrocuted. Tesla was horrified. And he'd be like, this is awful. I am inventing electricity and you look like an ass.
Genius idea.
That is fantastic.
Genius. You know, I do have to say that there are more questionable places to learn history.
Yeah, like Texas.
What did Texas do to you?
Still the best host on television. Thanks, Twitter wall. So right there.
No, Drink
It just
Moxie
scrolled.
says, at AOTS, love the Twitter wall. Thanks. Awesome. When do we start to hear what people ate?
I guess interactive TV doesn't necessarily mean quality television,
Yes,
right?
it is. Wait, Kevin, hold on. Read that one coming up.
Okay, here we go. When will we see Kay Pereira in some manlier spouting
apocalyptic prophecies in front of a Dairy Queen?
This is digital paint drying. That's what we're watching. Wow. All right. Hey, interactivity. Today's number 3 item comes to us from Lafayette, Indiana, the seat of Tippecanoe County.
Also,
the home of Purdue University, huh? Go Beavers!
So, here's a video of that city's world-renowned welcoming committee.
You got the spirit, making Lafayette great. See it and hear it, Lafayette is great.
Why don't you take that camera and stick it up your and get your jollies out of doing this?
Get the camera off my face.
Put this on there. Put it on there. You suck ass.
You're making Lafayette great.
Suck ass bastard.
So colorful. So colorful.
That was the welcoming committee?
Yeah, as far as we can tell, yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Well, they are still a few steps up on Detroit. So.
Oh, well, yeah. What did Detroit ever do to you, Olivia?
Nothing.
Oh. I guess it's just fun to kick them when they're down.
It always is. It's easier.
Mm-hmm. But you don't have to reach as far. I mean, if someone's already down, you just...
One of my friends was shooting in Detroit, and I said, wait, one of my friends was shooting in Detroit, and I said, shooting a movie, and I said...
thanks for clarifying. I think everybody's shooting in Detroit.
No, because course you'll get. So then I go, what are you doing out there? He's like, I don't know. It's so horrible out here. I'm contemplating shooting myself just so I have something to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Detroit, we'd love to see your tweets on our wall. Remember, it's # Epic April. Get them up there. They don't have the internet, Detroit. It's fine. They don't even potable water now. It's fine. Let's move it on.
Today's number 2 item comes to us from that surprisingly fertile source of web content, Philippines Got Talent.
Yeah. Now, we've already seen the island nation's best transvestite horse-calling vocalist, and now we get to see an amazing performance of the classic wedding dedication, Endless Love.
And it is proving once again that the Philippines clearly do have more talent than America. This duet is performed by just one person.
Wow.
My love, there's only you in my life. The only thing there's right. My first love, it's your every breath that I take. I'll give it all to you. My love.
Wow, what an amazing performance. Unfortunately, only one of them can move on to the next round. To vote for Ladyface, text She-Woman to 53692 right now. To vote for Gentleman, text He-Male to 53692. Stick around. We'll have the results and the number 1 around the net right after this. Secret out.
Song from the evil geniuses behind Rather Good about the Axolotl.
Yes. Now,
please.
Yes. Let me explain.
Yeah, you should. Because I feel like
do
some
it.
people have it.
Okay.
And I think if you do a little bit,
Shut
okay, let's do it.
So the axolotl is a rare Mexican relative of the salamander. It actually has a property called neoteny, I believe is what it's called. Now, it actually means that it can reach sexual maturity without going through a metamorphosis.
Of course. That's what it means.
Right?
But the axolotl can also be artificially made to metamorphose into a more common salamander by injecting them with thyroid hormones. And all that crazy science stuff is the inspiration for this song. Awesome.
You love it?
That was great.
Oh, that's just because you just love strange abominations of nature.
What? No, really, what did you just say? I don't...
Well, that little garden of Dr. Moreau you've got going on in your backyard, I've seen it.
Oh, you're jealous of my green thumb. I get it.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. You know, one of the things I pride myself on is my green thumb. But honestly, I mean, there's so much more to life than just hydroponics. I have stuff growing all over in the basement, in the closet, even the garage. And yes, there's even some space in the yard for vegetables. In fact, I enjoy experimenting with new types of crops. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Check out this turnpole. This is a combination of turnip and apple, and it actually provides all of the nutrients of the turnip with the sweet deliciousness of the apple. And really, just one bite, and you know, you got special in your mouth. Delicious. Who would have dreamed that apple and turnip throw such a sweet mouth party? Hey, suck my epic turn pulls, Martha Stewart. It's just delicious, delicious science. Jealous.
You're special.
I know. To get your daily viral fix and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/aroundthenet.
So WonderCon is an annual gathering of wonder.
Sure, yeah. It's kind of like a smaller, colder, foggier Comic-Con that happens up in San Francisco. And this year, we sent Blair Butler to do some recon of Prince of Persia and the relaunch of Nightmare on Elm Street.
I'm here at WonderCon in San Francisco to bring you a first look at some of the shows and movies you'll be seeing on both the big and small screen very soon. WonderCon has always been about the comics, but it's quickly becoming the place for studios to unveil their hottest new properties. New TV shows come and go, but not every new TV show features a dude getting a stake through the head in the first episode, like Happy Town does.
I told you what you needed to know!
Don't let the name fool you. Happy Town is anything but happy. When a string of kidnappings take place, the town and its inhabitants are put immediately on edge.
The name of the town is Haplin, Minnesota, and the idea is that the locals call it Happy Town because they consider it the best place to live. But, of course, it is ironic because bad things start to happen, and they happen in force.
From a new mystery series to a video game turned into a movie. That's right, we have very high hopes for Prince of Persia. Based on the video game by Ubisoft, the prince must step up and redeem himself after unleashing the Sands of Time, which destroy a kingdom and turn its people into demons.
Have you wondered how you could have found such a treasure?
The game got a very modern makeover. What was it like sort of translating that to fuller, fleshed out characters on the screen?
We knew always that there would be like a critical, scrutinizing eye on what we were doing. Right. So we really said, let's start from the story first, and then let's add like the cool moves on top of that. I mean, it was amazing to learn from David Bell, all of his crew and posse of parkour experts.
The gods have a plan for you.
And the movie magic is always amplified when the movie itself is about magic, like The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
You're my apprentice. I'm a what?
This adventure is loosely based on the classic segment from Disney's Fantasia, and while it has the same title, this time it follows a master sorcerer named Balthazar Blake as he tries to protect Manhattan from evil wizard Maxim Horvath.
What was interesting about the character in the original was you could sort of see his aura around him. You know, they drew that in. But that was only like an 8-minute sequence.
Right.
This is a 2-hour live-action feature, so we had to do quite a bit of work to keep the story going in different areas and to have it be entertaining.
So after a long day at WonderCon, you may be fairly exhausted, but you do not want to go to sleep because there's a new Nightmare on Elm Street here. This reimagining of the 1984 horror classic follows Freddy as he stalks and hunts a group of teenagers in their dreams while wearing his trademark fedora, red and green striped sweater, and of course, his 4-bladed glove.
Remember me?
Taking on the mantle of Freddy Krueger has to be a little bit daunting.
It really was. I mean, and is. I mean, it's scary. Robert Englund has played this guy. He's owned this character for like decades. And so this is kind of a re-envisioning. It's a bit different. When people see it, I hope they dig it.
Oh, God. No. Just me.
So as you can see, there's a little something for everyone in that lineup. And thank you to WonderCon for enlightening us.
I hope being exposed to WonderCon will actually build up Blair's immune system before Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Because nerd flu is no joke.
What will help build up ours?
Nothing, really. Yeah.
I'll still give out hugs and kisses and play Red Rover with you guys.
I've had everything known to man. I could lick door handles at Comic-Con for the entire experience, and I'll be just fine.
You're always sick.
That's because I'm building up my immune system.
This guy's always sick, right? Everyone's sick.
Yeah. No, but I'm immune now.
No, you're not. You're always
sick.
I
collect STDs like Pokemon. Fine, just say it.
Still ahead. The robots are gone, but something is ready to take their place. Something large and comprised of the fictional material known as carbonite.
Yes, and later, Ron Roddenberry will join us live in studio. Talking about his new documentary, Trek Nation. Epic April continues right after this. Important stuff.
Very exciting, everybody.
We have beat out Justin Bieber. Yeah! I told you, Bieb! Taking it down.
Yes, that's right. Epic April is trending on Twitter. Yes, we are number 3 right now, so keep tweeting with the hashtag Epic April to make us number 1. Let's just see. Let's go on there. Only you guys know how to cheer me up. First Ohio bashing, now Purdue bashing, which is near Lafayette. Okay.
When do we bash Ohio?
Hey, I don't know.
Do we bash Ohio?
I hate Ohio. There it is.
All right, done.
Hey,
yeah, justification.
They're telling us to jump into an apple pie. That would be sweet. It's Gary.
Apparently our producers tweeted.
Can you guys make a transition with a unicorn that farts rainbows?
Yes.
Here's Blair Herter.
Hey! I'm not a unicorn. What? Start the feed. Where's Vinny at? There's my boy, the one man who laughs. I'm Blair Herter. Here are your top stories. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I got to tell you our first story involves G4's parent company, Comcast, which means that without even reading the story, I can already tell you who I'm going to side with, Comcast. In 2007, the FCC accused Comcast of slowing down P2P file sharing traffic for its internet subscribers, and they actually issued an order that they allow all traffic to flow freely regardless of what kind it is. Today, however, the U.S. Court of Appeals has sided with Comcast and other internet providers. According to the courts, the FCC has no authority to regulate broadband ISPs in this way, meaning that those ISPs can throttle traffic on the internet and are not required to treat all internet traffic the same. This means that ISPs could theoretically charge you more money to do things like stream HD video or play a bandwidth-hungry game. Again, I side with Comcast. The FCC says they are committed to maintaining an open internet and said that they will pursue other options for keeping the internet neutral for all. Comcast. Engadget got their fingers on a slate computer from HP that runs Windows 7. It's kind of cool. It's actually going to challenge Apple's iPad by including luxuries like an SDHC slot, a USB port, and a SIM card slot for an optional 3G modem. The HP Pad will have a 9-inch multi-touch screen and cost $599 with 64 gigs of flash storage. Now, Apple seems to have the leg up in battery weighing size. Vinny! The HP will get 5 hours on a full charge, while the iPad gets more than 10 hours, and that's on the low end. I've had one for a couple days, and this thing literally, I haven't charged it in 3 days. It's pretty awesome. But you guys should stay tuned. The battle for your fingers is definitely heating up. And finally, Xbox 360 users may have noticed an upgrade waiting for them this morning. This is by far the coolest thing ever. Today's system update actually allows 360 owners to store user profiles, save games, and demos on their own USB flash drives. Yes. No more $50 memory cards, thank God. The upgrade allows drives of 1 to 16 gigs, so you probably won't get rid of your hard drive altogether, but it'll allow you to more easily transport and back up your saved games. Microsoft has announced a May release for officially branded Xbox 360 flash drives that should arrive pre-configured. Those drives are being listed at $35 for 8 gigs and $70 for 16 gigs, which, as you know, is like way more expensive than the ones we get for free at press events. So just Twitter to me and I'll send you one. Don't even worry about it. You obviously don't go to many gaming press events, internet. You're not allowed too much. Back to Olivia. Look at you. Should I fart a rainbow at you? Just fart a... Gotta go this way.
In front of my camera. There it is. So every week on this day, we celebrate movies whose time at the box office... whose time at the box office is done.
Here,
but-
I told you this. We're going to walk that way. Going the other way. Cool. My bad.
Stevie Tuesday.
I love Detroit. I love Detroit. All my friends from Detroit. Wait, correction. I love being from Detroit. From and then living here in LA. Yeah, okay. I know that would get a reaction out of you guys. Good.
Okay, so what's up first, Detroit?
Oh, well, we have the Lord of the Rings motion picture trilogy on Blu-ray.
Say that,
Blu-ray.
say that slower.
Oh, my God.
That was nice.
Blu-ray.
This is a really exciting day for everyone with a Blu-ray player. How do you think the film actually looks? It was amazing before, but now is it just like rainbows in your eyes?
Unbelievable. I mean, like, standard def looks like someone poured gravy into your eyes. It's awful. But, yeah, the Blu-ray looks amazing. In fact, they put a lot of effort into actually cleaning it up for this transfer. So, and also, I hadn't seen the movie since they first came out. And, you know, does it hold up? Does it really hold up? I'll tell you this, they're actually better than I remember them, and that rarely happens. No, I mean, it was...
They're really good movies.
Yeah, I mean, they're amazing.
Okay, so what else is included in the box set?
Well, you'll get the digital copies, which you can download to your device, maybe if you have an iPad. And then also, which I don't, and there's also got the special features that were originally on those theatrical versions.
So what's the bottom line on this? It's got to be buy 8 of them.
Oh, buy, but also I would say upgrade. If you already own them on standard def, re-gift or sell it used. That's what I like to do.
Wait, how much was it? The new box set?
The new box set? It's like
the Blu-ray?
I don't know. I rarely get to buy DVDs.
Free if
but
you're
I'll
a
often
viewer.
free if you yeah. That's right. That's right.
I want it. We are gonna give it away. So wait, what's our next DVD?
Oh, next DVD is Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans.
All right, now Nick Cage is either hit or like a miss with his films, but often they are so bad that they are actually good. So that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So where does this one fall?
Well, I'll just say this. This is different than anything you've ever seen Nick Cage do. In this movie, he's over the top, which you rarely get to see him do a performance like that. But I will say, it's first of all, it's incredible because he's this bad cop gone wrong who's addicted to gambling, sex, drugs, and gets himself in a lot of trouble. It's directed by Werner Herzog, so it's weird. And what's cool is that his state of mind is kind of reflected in the directing. So there's a 3-minute scene in the middle of the movie from the point of view of an iguana with music, looking at Nick Cage, and it totally works. It is so cool. No one but Herzog could do this.
Okay, so the movie's cool, but what about the extras? Any cool extras?
There's not a lot of extras. That's what's disappointing. Is I think this is the best thing Nick Cage has done since leaving Las Vegas, or until Kick-Ass comes out.
Really?
Which I cannot wait for that. But yeah, so unfortunately, not a lot of extras on it. A few behind the scenes, but that's it.
So what's the bottom line?
Bottom line, rent it. But it's a must rent. This is something you do not want to miss.
Can I just say, on our Twitter wall over here, we're trending # Epic April, and they go right there, Fleabag. OMG, that zombie shirt is so awesome. Look at that. Look at that.
I like to bring in some cool shirts.
And Chris the Bomb says, hey, Kevin, yell something for no reason.
All right, I did it.
Okay, guys, it is time for an Epic April rapid fire, rounding up some other the recent releases. So do we have something?
Yes, we do.
Right.
The rapid fire box right here.
46 seconds on the clock, since it is April 6th.
Oh, no.
Ready?
Yes.
And go.
Clash of the Titans. Now, this one, it may not be in 3D, but I will say this. It has something that the version that's in theaters now doesn't have. It has charm.
Yeah.
It's charming.
You like it?
It's charming. It's cute. Okay, if you like to pocket beer like I do, Beer Wars is about microbrews, a really fun indie documentary. And this is the complete 13th season of South Park. It's the first time that there are deleted scenes, the very first time we have deleted scenes on a South Park season. John Woo, you do not want to miss this. Red Cliff, it's epic. 15 seconds. The Fourth Kind, which is, if you like Paranormal Activity, this is in that vein. And then we also got the Blu-ray of Arbor. What? This the guy who directed Predators. And then Overnight, which was done if you like Boondock Saints. Okay. You know what?
Yeah. You know, when people start counting down, most people don't really talk faster, but you just stay at your exact same pace.
Yes, I should have talked faster.
Strong.
I blew it.
Well, thank you, Chris Gore, for being here. And for more Gore, follow him at that Chris Gore on Twitter. And now we are giving away prizes every day this month, and in honor of Chris and his awesomeness, we have a movie theme for today's epic giveaway. Oh, I don't want to give it away. Okay, so yesterday, let me just say, we gave away an iPad, and the lucky winner is right here. Hold on. We have a lucky winner. This is the person who won the iPad, the new Apple iPad.
Let's see who it is.
Can you open this up?
It's Jazz Amasoma from Granada Hills, California.
There it is.
Which is like really close. Like you could come by and pick it up, and I'll hold it for you.
Jazz.
Jazz Amasoma.
So today, you have 5 chances to win because we have 5 Blu-ray box sets of the Lord of the Rings trilogy to give away. Oh, hey. Okay, so this is actually for Lord of the Ring purists, and here are the rules. Just visit our website at g4tv.com/AOTS and click the Epic Giveaway button in the corner. Enter on the site by April 7th at 3 p.m. Eastern. And we will announce all the 5 winners on tomorrow's show. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, Lisa Munn gets one. My first name, you got that. So, Kevin.
Yeah, thanks. Awesome. Rapid fire, let's get 4 minutes on the clock. You stretched it. That was good. That was good. Good TV. Stay tuned. Rowdy Rod Roddenberry will be here live in studio. Stick around. The feed is brought to you by new Stride Mega Mystery, the flavor that keeps you guessing.
From Hollywood to Bollywood. Geek Goddess. Hamle ke show.
All right, my next guest has a laundry list of accomplishments. He's a comic creator, a TV producer, a submariner, and he's a pal of mine. I like him. Please welcome back Rod Roddenberry, everybody! Welcome.
Where am I?
You're on the Attack of the Show set.
Oh,
yeah.
My publicist said this would be the Larry King show.
Yeah, we tell a lot of guests that. That's the only way we get the celebs.
This'll do.
Thank you. Well, I mean, I could pretend that I know nothing about you, like Larry King, if
That'd
you
be
want.
perfect.
And I'll talk really slow.
That'd be perfect.
And I'll just give you my last breath now. With Days Missing, we chatted about it briefly the last time you were here. You have this character who travels through time, and he sort of rights wrongs, and here it is now. It's hardback. It's all 5.
And I bought this for you. Yeah, this is the trade. It just came out.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah. You can get it at the Borders, Barnes & Noble, and you can go to roddenberry.com to get it, too.
Very cool. So many ways to get it. But where do you go from here now with this character? Is it done?
Well, it's funny you should say that, because we just got word that there's going to be 5 more issues.
Really?
There's going to be 5 more.
But you literally just got word, right?
We literally just got, well, I wouldn't say literally.
As you were beaming in?
Yeah. Well, instead of the white phone ringing, the red phone rang.
Oh,
so
good.
That was a big deal.
That's the one we want to ring.
Yeah.
So do you know where the story's going to go, or do you have an idea of that? Or
We definitely have an idea.
Okay.
We definitely have an idea. And we're actually very excited because we got such a great response from the first one that we're kind of answering some of that response and taking the story in the direction that people want to know. In fact, if you've read these, the last issue has sort of a little clue as to where we're going to go. It's got a little thing you can decode in the back.
You decode the title, which, somebody apparently isn't alone anymore.
That's right. That's right. So we're definitely very excited about that.
Larry wouldn't have known that crap. I'll tell you that right now. You wouldn't have known that. Sorry. Comic books are finally sort of transitioning into the digital age, and I see you there with what could be considered an e-reader.
Yeah, I didn't bring this for you. I actually sleep with it.
Do you sleep with it?
Yeah.
This is your iPad.
This is my new iPad. Absolutely.
What do you think of obviously you have one, so you're a fan, or you're trying to justify your purchase like many other people?
Some people are on the cutting edge of technology. Actually, the first one. But some people are on the cutting edge. I'm definitely on the bleeding edge. I buy the first of everything, and then I get frustrated why it doesn't work. But in fact, this is phenomenal.
Okay, so you are a believer then?
I am a believer. I'm wondering if the not the halo effect, but the honeymoon period, if that's going to end. When I got my iPhone, I was going to use it for everything.
Right, except making phone calls.
Exactly. Right about now, there's a few text messages, yes or no emails, maybe a few phone calls. installs, but that's it.
I feel like a lot of people got this. Like, I saw Facebook posts of people going like, just picked up the iPad, no buyer's remorse here. And I'm like, you're normally not filled with remorse 2 hours after your purchase. That's something that's going to come in weeks and months. But do you think as a delivery method, because you've done the films, the television, the comics, you've done it all, do you think it's a viable delivery method?
Absolutely. In fact, the comment that I got the best was people are saying it's really going to replace the, everyone knows this, but the paper media, newspaper, magazines. It sounds so plain to put that on here, but I think these are going to become so commonplace. I mean, everyone's coming out with a tablet, one of these. Right. I think it really will be a game changer.
I think it'll be the new paper. We'll have stacks of these on our desks, and instead of just destroying forests, we'll destroy all of China and the ocean in the process.
And they'll be disposable.
To make of course, you'll just throw them away, and they won't biodegrade. Who cares about the children? Oh, you guys care about the children? No, thank you. One of the things that I love about this is that it does seem so futuristic. It seems like something that is straight out of Star Trek.
In fact, it is. And I mean, well, they came up with the pad in Star Trek, which is PADD, which you're going to have to get someone to twit what that actually means, because I don't remember. But I wish Apple actually named it the iPad with 2 Ds, just as a slight nod.
As a little nod.
But yeah, you know, my father did a great job, and he really went out there and extrapolated from modern day technology. He didn't just make it up like fairy tales. I mean, he went out there and he talked to JPL, Caltech, and in one instance, the phaser in Star Trek, he actually communicated with them and said, you know, what's after the laser? And they kind of said, well, we're working on the phasing laser. Boom.
So, all right, done. I'm going to buy stock and create a phaser.
Yeah, he was definitely into believability, and that's why he really, really focused on making technology something that you can look at hopefully soon. Well, right now.
We literally ran out of time, but I want you to give a mention of the movie that you have coming out.
Well, Trek Nation is a documentary I've been working on for quite a while now. It's been a journey for me to discover who my father is, and you know, in a short, he passed away before I even got to know him. And this was sort of a journey of me meeting friends, family, people in the industry, and asking, who is this guy? It's the man behind the myth.
Rod, did you also discover yourself?
I did.
Fantastic. When do we get to see it? When do we get to see it?
Well, we're hopefully going to have something out by the end of the year. Right now, we're shopping it around. We're gonna get something to the fans. Come hell or high water, I'm going to get it out there.
Release it on the iPad as well. Rod, always a pleasure. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Sorry we're not.
Can I be out?
Yeah, we could try that. Check out Days Missing, the collection available now. Oh, you can't. You can beam out an Olivia shot if you will of Olivia, because that's where we're heading now.
That sounds like fun.
So, hey, the key ingredient to Hollywood magic, you guys...
Olivia, Rod, okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So the key ingredient to Hollywood magic is this, getting goop on the face. Right? Think about it. Every movie effect you've ever seen begins and ends with your face buried in goop. Here's Exhibit A. Shut up. I told you, it was only a matter of time before we finally got the respect that we deserve.
Yeah, and there's no greater honor in this world than to be immortalized in Carbonite. Kind of like Han Solo. Exactly like Han Solo, actually.
You guys remember The Empire Strikes Back when Han is in there, he's all frozen? Well, the nice folks over at The Makeup Guy have offered to basically mold our bodies and our face and get everything ready to make us Carbonite life-size replicas.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Let's do it.
Hey, what are you doing?
I just want to make sure that it's the bishop's dilemma. It's very important to my characters. I want to make sure that they get it all.
Can you just put it away and we'll just start? Seriously?
But if it's away, how could we start?
The process that we're doing today is actually a pretty standard process. It starts with putting a bald cap on our hosts.
Did you just draw on my forehead?
And then we encase their head in alginate, which is a seaweed-based rubber. Then we're going to be pouring 2 pans of urethane into that to make a positive of their heads and hands. And then we're going to be mounting that on a board with fiberglass clothes. I'm expecting the whole thing should take about 4 or 5 days.
I'm feeling very vulnerable right now. Not just because my hands are tied up, but because of the arch of my back. You getting the whole back arch in there?
What did the egg say to the boiling water? It's going to take me a minute to get hard. I just came out of this chick.
Yeah, you should come see my rock show.
And no straws in the nose, right?
No straws there.
Why is that?
Because if you bump a straw with your hand or your elbow or something while this is going on, blood just pours out.
No straws.
No straws.
The first step in creating our face molds is a very claustrophobic procedure, where alginate completely encases our heads.
Start pulling your head back. Straight back. There you go.
Oh, man. Once the molds of our faces and hands are made,
Oh, it's a boy.
they are then coated with a 2-part polyurethane mix called 1630. Then they're filled with a lightweight polyurethane foam, which keeps the end product mainly hollow. Otherwise, it would weigh over 15 pounds. The final positives are then taken and incorporated into the carbonite structures built to replicate the one used in Star Wars, thus completing the process.
Oh, I mean, it's impressive, but man, you gotta sit and you paint it on and you wait for it to dry and you pour the mold. It's just so involved, and that's...
What did you expect? You don't rush art, Kevin.
That's fine. I just want to make sure that they got every dangly bit in there. You know, I want to make sure it's perfect. I'm gonna go check the wrinkles in the veins. Hold on.
Okay, well, don't worry, Kevin. I'm sure it's really hard to miss. Carbonite likeness right after this.
I'm betting it's epic.
It's right there.
Oh, it's probably epic. Want to see what goes on behind the scenes on Attack of the Show? Then fire up your 360 and head to the Zune or Xbox Live Video Marketplace for the first of 6 free HD behind-the-screen episodes featuring the cast and crew of your favorite daily live web-centric show. And keep watching for new videos every Tuesday and Friday in April.
It's big, it's beautiful, and you're gonna love it.
Epic April continues tomorrow on AOTS. We'll get our hands on some new iPad games and the Green Day Rock Band set in an all-new game break. Plus, Blair Butler has exclusive Star Wars news from Dark Horse at WonderCon. And we'll go behind the scenes on Olivia's cover shoot for Complex magazine. Epic April continues tomorrow. Let's go.
We're a live show. We actually ran out of time, so we are going to show you guys our frozen carbonites behind these two curtains.
Let's get to it. Let's do the drummy roll thing.
All right, do it together.
Ready?
And
3, 2, beautiful.
Just get in on you. I just want to get on you. This little tiger. Look at him. Oh, hey.
What do you think? What do you think?
It looks just like me.
Yeah.
Mongolian
What happened to the rest of my legs?
It's part of the carbonite process. What are you doing with your hands? What was that supposed to be there?
I don't know.
All right, good.
I have nothing.
Thanks to Rod Roddenberry and Chris Kohler. And thanks to everybody who showed up on our Twitter wall.
Your zipper's unzipped.
Oh, yeah, my fly's down. Good night.